So here are a couple of manifestation reminders for you guys. This is going to be a short to the point live. Of course, I will upload this for you guys to view it at your own time. These are going to be some very helpful reminders, very important reminders. The first manifestation reminder is this. You do not need to control every single little thing in your life involving your manifestations. You don't need to control the time. You don't need to control the how. You don't need to nitpick and control the in-between, the steps in between. None of that is necessary. In fact, if you are an individual that feels the need to control everything, then you may want to go within yourself, because it's a high probability that you are in a place of a lack of trust. If you feel the need to control every single thing in your life, bit by bit, piece by piece, act with force, control the timing, the how, then you probably lack faith, trust, confidence, and not only your ability to manifest, but also the manifestation process as a whole. Okay, give up the control and allow. That's manifestation reminder number one, excuse me. The second reminder that I have for you guys is this. When it comes to manifestation, it's very important to clarify what it is that you want. Get clear on your deeply desired end result, because a lot of you guys are manifesting things that you think you want because you have no discipline and mindfulness present involving your logical self. What I mean by this is you're manifesting, very blatantly spoken, you're manifesting too much from your logical mind as opposed to from your authentic self. So I'll give you an example of a desire that would be stemming from your logical self. Let's say you're manifesting an SP and you're very much focused on getting them to apologize and confess that they've missed you. That is an example of not only a desire that's coming from your ego, but a desire that's coming from fear, urgency, desperation in of itself. You are urgent, desperate for this person's approval, for the satisfaction, the reassurance that if they say sorry and I missed you, you're going to feel better about yourself, you're going to feel reassured, etc. It's an illusion. Another example would be if you're manifesting a specific person, of course, a specific person example, because that's what a lot of you guys are manifesting. Another example of manifesting from fear or a place of lack of clarity is focusing solely on a text. You guys do this a lot. You focus very much on that text because you feel you get that text somehow going to resolve all your problems. You're not clear about what you want, so you start off with, I'm going to just manifest a text and see how it goes. Leave nothing to chance. Stop coming from a place of logical mindedness. Now, what does it mean to manifest from your authentic self? It means that you've clarified the end result. You've clarified who you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want your life to look like. You want to be happily married. You've clarified what that happy marriage looks like for you. You want to be in a place of confidence, self-worth, etc. You've clarified what that means for you, right? You've clarified the deeply desired end result, and now you're manifesting from that end. You're manifesting fully solidified romantic relationship or marriage. You are no longer focused on text messages. You are no longer focused on dates or I love you messages or anything like that. You're manifesting from a place of authenticity. Why is this important? Because it's the most accurate, fun-loving, easy, and effortless way to manifest. Logic works along with that. Not the point. The point is to stop manifesting predominantly from a place of logic and start manifesting from a place of something that guarantees something. Manifesting from logic continuously can provide disastrous results, and this is very much proven and has been proven time and time again. There are so many people that manifest from a place of logic and end up experiencing lackluster results that don't last, results that show up and you still continue getting triggered, you still react, results that show up and you're still hyperfixating on the time. Yes, logic can be utilized in appropriate ways, but when you start depending upon that, that's where the problem comes into play. When you start over-manifesting, and I use that term loosely for lack of a better word, when you start over-manifesting from a place of logic continuously, that's where the problems come into play. And then you end up neglecting yourself, you end up neglecting what you deeply desire. Okay, so give up the logic to the best of your ability, give up the urgency, the desperation, and manifest from a place of authenticity, okay, from what you deeply desire to experience. Instead of manifesting the text continuously, the ongoing communication continuously, manifest the marriage fulfilled, the romantic relationship fulfilled. Instead of manifesting an I love you message or them taking you on a date, manifest predominantly the romantic marriage, etc. Can't just depend on your heart, they work together best Not necessarily, and that's not accurate to say. It absolutely can just depend on your heart. They don't necessarily work together best if you're constantly coming from urgency. In fact, that's an imbalance. If you're constantly coming from urgency, which is what people tend to do when they're coming from logic, now you have confliction. I absolutely disagree with you. But I respect you. I respect you for sharing your opinion. Don't feel like I'm coming at you in any type of way. I actually respect you speaking up and verbalizing your opinion. I just don't agree based on my experiences. I respectfully disagree. That's okay. Yes, it is okay. I'm sure at some point maybe you'll experience what I'm talking about, and maybe your perception will change. Maybe you won't experience what I'm talking about. Maybe your perception won't change. Either way, I'm intending the best for you. If you want the best results, guys, manifest from the deeply desired end. That's basically what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to manifest in steps. Via spiritual law, the law that governs all things, manifestation, life works in a perfectly orchestrated way. If you manifest continuously the steps in between, all you are going to experience is the steps in between. This is not something that can be agreed with or disagreed with, because it is a constant thing. You can't change spiritual law. It goes beyond belief, beyond thought, beyond assumption. It is the almighty force that is all things, working in a continuous, ongoing, infinite way. And via spiritual law, all things in this universe, the multiverse, the omniverse, this planet, etc., work in a perfectly orchestrated way. So for you, and this is actually the next reminder, conveniently enough, this is reminder number 3, is that spiritual law governs all things. And via spiritual law, manifestation works in a perfectly orchestrated way. So what does this mean for you in terms of human experience? If you, I'll put it to you simply, if you manifest a text, all you're going to get is a text. You manifest ongoing communication, all you're going to get is ongoing communication. You manifest a date, all you're going to get is a date. You manifest $100, all you're going to get is $100. You manifest $10,000, all you're going to get is $10,000. You manifest a deeply desired end of being happily married, guess what you're going to experience? You're going to experience the middle leading up to it, as well as the end result. Do you understand? Do you see why it's more accurate to dwell from the end predominantly? I'm not saying every single little fucking thought needs to be directed towards I'm happily married. Ideally, if you could get yourself to that point, that would be very fucking swell. But, oh, for sure, think bigger. Absolutely. So that's basically what I was saying, Jilly. So perhaps maybe we are in agreement now. After me explaining it in this way, I'm not sure. But this is what it is, guys. You know, I didn't create the laws. This isn't a rule that I created for my life. This is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand. Thank you. Of course. I'm sharing this with you for you guys to involve yourself with, because this is how you get the lifelong results. This is how you get the everlasting results. This is how you get the easiest results that happen in the most fun-loving ways, in the fastest way possible, in a way that benefits everybody involved, in a way that benefits you, the family, etc. This is how it's done. When you manifest from a place of unconditional universal love, when you manifest from what you deeply desire in your being, in your heart, mind of your mind, heart of your heart, soul of your soul, this is how it's done. Give up the middle, give up the need to control everything. Discipline your logical mind so it doesn't get itself into a position of attempting to control you, and manifest from the deeply desired end. All right, you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I want you to take care. I want you to stay safe. Check the first pinned comment down below. You know, share, like, subscribe, click that bell, do what you got to do. It doesn't really matter to me. We're all manifesting beautiful things. We're all manifesting greatness now. All right, you guys stay safe, stay humble, much love, and God bless.